はい。では続きからやっていきたいと思います。今ですね、急に衣装をね、変える画面になってちょっと驚かれている方いらっしゃるかもしれないんですけど、久々になんちゃらストーンみたいのを触った時に、何の説明にもなってなくてね、ほんと申し訳ないんですけど、コスチューム買いっていう項目がここにあるのを発見しまして、今見てたんですけど、クライブはね、イフリートブラックと通常があって、イフリートブラックが微妙だったから、クライブはね、このままでいこうかなと思うんですけど、ジルが芝ホワイト可愛いからね、こっちにしようかなと。で、トルガルもアイスブルーの方にしようかな。まあ変えてみてトルガルは通常にしてもいいかな。で、アンブロシアはロザリアンゴールドにしましょう。こっちの方が派手ですね。あと武器。武器も好きな見た目にできるということで、これってどっかで手に入れたやつなのかな。なんかね、今つけてるのこれっぽいけどね。レビンボルト。これ前につけたことあるやつだね。まあでも武器は毎回変わるから別にいいんじゃないかな、このままでね。はい。アレテストーンだ。じゃあね、目的地行きたいと思いますので、そこまでカットしたいと思います。はい、目的地に着きました。トルゴルの見た目が変わっている。こっちの方が私見た目好きかもな。はい、じゃあジルをね、探しに行こう。あっちにいるっぽいね。いたジル。ジルも服装変わっている。かわいい。芝っぽいよ。青くなってて芝っぽいよ。でもまあよく見るとでも前の服の方が好きかもな。はい。ジルは前の服装に変えるかもです。いつかね。じゃあ話しかけましょう。
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
All right. What am I looking for?
How about you look for the pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by the gate when we're finished.
はい。なんでジルは別々に行動したがるんだ。せっかく一緒に買い物に来てるのに、なんでそんな自立心が強いのジルは。はい、じゃあ話しかけたいと思います。自分で選択する系？ニンニクだよね。なんだっけ？ニンニクとピピオの実ね。びっくりした。自動じゃないんだね。急にここだけ自動じゃなくなったからびっくりしたよ。ピピオの実ね。ピピオの実って何ですか？どんな味がするんですか？
What do you want? Go on, take it.
That's everything.
はい、じゃあジルのところ行きましょう。ジル、一緒にね、買い物行きたかったけど、なんか一人で行けって言うからさ。
Did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Perfect. Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool. But before we head back, would you walk with me a while? Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember walking down Market Street in Rosalith? taking in the sights and smells.
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would. Thank you.
And I saw some bread. Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... oh,
You all right?
sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive. Well, I suppose we better be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
もっとジルと話したかったー。てか、なんて切ないことを言うんだ。私はちゃんと人かしらみたいな。そんなジルを獣だと思ったことは一回もないよ。トルガルいい子だね。もうより狼っぽいね、この毛皮の色ね。はい。てか夕日綺麗だな。夕日が綺麗だな、ここな。いいね。いや、もっとジルと一緒にいたかったな。いろんな話したかったし。もっと大事な話とかいろいろしたかったけど。はい、じゃあ行きましょう。カットしますね。はい、戻ってきました。では話しかけたいと思います。
How's work on the shielding progressing, Harpocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course. Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice just being with you.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Harpocrates.
はーい。ミッションクリアということで、ジル わざわざこんなみんながいるところで
I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
2人の時間を作れて嬉しかったわみたいな、そんな見せつけるような感想を、恥ずかしくなったわ急に。じゃあミドのところ行きたいと思うのでカットしたいと思います。はい、では話しかけましょう。
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat, a coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
'It's finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off, my gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
はい、なんとか1個できたけど、まさかのあと3つまさかのあと3つというか、そういえばね、もともとシドのさ、墓参り一緒に行こうって話だったと思うんだけど、どうなったんだろう。
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
はい、ようやくねこれでミドと墓参りが行きますね。じゃあ早速ね話しかけたいと思います。お、なんか受け取れるぞ。何かが達成されているっぽいけど。
I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Come to claim your just desserts? All yours. Come again. I may have more for you.
はい、じゃあ話しかけましょう。あ、ちょっと待って、サブクエがあるんじゃないか。なんだこのプラスは。手紙が来てる？ちょっと気になるね。どこの手紙？クライブの部屋か。ちょっと見たいので移動しますね。はい、久々の部屋に来ました。なんか1個増えた？これが増えた。マーテルの果実が増えた。こんなに空いてるの？手紙ここじゃないの？こっち？はーい、じゃあ見てみましょう。お、こんなに来てる。ブラックソーンのことで気がかりが。オーガスト。これサブクエじゃん。手伝おう。
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
こういう感じで手紙からのサブクエの受注もできるんですね。じゃあ全部受注しちゃおう。知らなかったな。トルガルのこと。カローン。これめっちゃ気になる。トルガルのさ、あのハートマーク。あれどうなんだ？早く解放したいんだけど。絶対もっと交流できるようになるはず。あと1個もね、全部まとめて受注しちゃいましょう。なんかね、メインクエストを進めるとか言っときながらすいませんね。ゴーチ。ゴーチはあれかな、リンゴを育ててる人？あとなんか、進行中ではないけど、終わったやつがいくつか、てかかなりあった。これとか終わったやつ。終わったやつか。終わったやつ赤文字ついてるの気になる。あ、まあいいや。はーい。じゃあ、ごめんなさい。サブクエからね、先にやっていきたいんですけど、トルガルの気になりすぎるんで、トルガル先に行きたいと思います。
I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgal?
So you can read. Congratulations. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at them. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
なるほどね。新しい力に目覚めてしまったと同時に、ちょっと好きな食べ物とか口にするものが変わってしまったということなんですかね。おじいちゃん、トルガルのことで聞きたいことがあるよ。
Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgal. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite, which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frostwolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frostwolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so, it seems like a good place to start.
Good hunting, Clive.
なるほど。これはじゃあ戦闘ですね。早速やっていこうかな。じゃあ移動したいと思うのでカットしたいと思います。
Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place.
さあ着きましたね。どこにいるんだろう。てかこれ数が大量に来ているとしたら、あ、この子全然平気じゃない？
I doubt we'll find it bigger than that.
はい。ラムーになってた。私ラムーに変えた？ちゃんと。タイタンのままかと思ってたけど。ラムーに変わってたの気づかなかった。表示見てよって感じなんだけどね。
Now, will it be enough, I wonder? I say that answers my question, which means we owe the lawsman our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy. You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
はい、じゃあ目的を達成したのでね、帰りましょう。クライブの言うさ、しかし、こう見てもお前は全然変わらないみたいなことしたけど、全然違うぞ。全然子供の時と違うぞ。はい、じゃあ移動するのでカットしたいと思います。では話しかけましょう。
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
You could say that.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after, I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
You can, aye. I'm nice like that. In return, you can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
I was just on my way to see him.
はい、おじいちゃんが何か話したいことがあるみたいですけど、今回はね時間がいいのでこの辺りで終わりにしたいと思います。ご視聴ありがとうございました。